Today, our Grilling Around the Globe series presented by the Minnesota Beef Council is taking us to Central America to create a truly unique recipe bursting with flavor. Guatemalan dishes are based on Spanish and Mayan cuisine with corn, chilies, and beans as key ingredients.
I wish you guys could smell this at home right now because it is phenomenal. Here to show us how to create a churrasco, which is an authentic Guatemalan barbecue experience, is our Latin food and culture consultant, Amalia Moreno-Dumgaard. Amalia,
Hi,
thanks
Amalia.
for being here.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
It really
It
does
smells
smell
so
good. Okay, churrasco. Did I
Yes.
say it with enough gusto?
Churrasco.
I know, I can't roll my R's.
Churrasco.
Wow, that's impressive. Tell us what it is.
Churrasco.
Nice.
It's not only the name of the dish, but the name of the experience. Churrasco refers to grilling, just about anything. And a churrasco gathering or a churrasco party is a place where people gather to eat the barbecue or to cook together. So it's definitely an experience.
That's very
And
cool.
the experience
cool.
also includes not only the meats, but also all the sides that make it really, truly Guatemalan.
So we're going to start with this marinade, and this, first of all, just looks so bright and beautiful. So tell us about the ingredients in a marinade. This is unlike any marinade I've ever seen before.
Why don't I show you?
Please.
Okay.
Do it.
So I am using a flank steak today.
Delicious.
And I love using Ziploc bags because they're practical, they're hygienic, they take very little room in the refrigerator,
Yeah.
and blah, blah, blah.
Plus,
So,
you can get all, like, the marinade gets
Yes.
in all the nooks and crannies.
Yes, so it's really, really simple. Anybody can do this.
Okay.
So canola oil, and I have julienne onion, and I
Good.
have sliced oranges with the rind because there is flavor in there. So I'm gonna put the whole thing in there.
Okay, and you see so many marinades with, like, lemon and lime,
Mm-hmm.
and using oranges.
So this is
good.
different. Guatemala has different kinds of marinades. This happens to be one of my favorites.
Okay, good.
So here's oregano, and oregano tends to be on the strong side. So you wanna be careful with it.
And you're using dried oregano. What if
Yes.
you have fresh going in the garden? Can you use that?
You could. This is convenient, and it's actually Mexican oregano,
Oh, good.
which it's different from the other oregano that you may find at the grocery store. What's the difference? It's flavor.
Oh.
And it's also texture. As you can see, it's more leafy. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
coming
it does
in.
look a little bit
Yeah, it
different.
does.
Okay, so this is kosher salt,
Yep.
what I call magic basic ingredients, a little bit more oil, and then another magic ingredient is pepper. So
Freshly ground.
yes, plenty of
How
it.
long are we going to let this sit then as we're marinating?
Okay, so we can let it sit overnight or up to 3 days. Obviously, the longer it marinates, the more flavor there's going to be. So you want to massage the meat
You
with
gotta
it.
love the meat.
And
I just
because you
love
want
it.
to release the flavors.
So that's what it looks like after it's been marinating for a while?
I have one that is already done here, and this has been marinated for a couple of days.
Okay.
And the meat will change colors a little bit, but what I love about flank steak is that it's not only more economic, but it's also very flavorful,
Yeah.
low fat, and it's great for grilling.
Delicious.
So why don't I show you in the grill?
Yeah,
You
go
know
over
how
to the
you do
grill.
it?
Yep, you show us. We
Now
want
the key here on the flank steak, you can't overdo it, right? It's got to be a quick cook.
Yes, and actually, if you want to end up with a perfect steak, medium rare to medium, about 4 minutes on one side on a high grill and 2 minutes on the other side, and then you take a little bit of tint of foil, you tint it on a piece of foil, and then you slice it after that.
Oh, good.
And I'll show you.
Okay,
all
yeah,
the
go throw
steps.
it on the grill. Yep.
So
toss
I'm
it on
gonna go to the grill here.
Yep.
My grill is ready.
There
and
she
Should be
goes.
pretty hot, and it's right from the bag. I'll just take the whole thing right here, and it should go zizzle.
That's what we want to hear, huh?
Yes, that's what you want to hear. And this is garbage.
Garbage.
So you would
Toss
throw that
it.
away.
Okay.
So 4 minutes on one side, 2 minutes on the other side. Then
Oh, that smells so
I have
good.
one that is
know.
already cooked.
And you've got
So-
her secret. This is Amalia's guide to grilling
Yes.
steak that you're seeing up there on the screen. So you can see if you want to have it rare, medium rare, the different temperatures, and then the time on one side. And you always notice the shorter amount of time on the second side. That's a good trick.
So at this point, say that it's already, you just pulled it out of the grill.
Look at that.
You want to tent it with foil
Yeah.
for about 5-10 minutes. And basically there's carryover heat from with the time that you take the steak from the grill, it continues to cook away from the heat source. So if it's not fully cooked or if it's not at the temperature that you want it, that's the purpose of tenting it with foil.
Okay.
It will continue to reach maybe we continue to heat up by 5 to up to 10
Sure.
degrees.
Oh, so you really want to watch
So-
that. You don't want to overcook.
Absolutely. So you put your timer, and then by the time that you take the foil off, it's ready to slice.
Oh man, look at that.
So this is the beauty of flank steak.
Yeah, this smells so good.
Okay, so what you do now is you wanna, the grain goes this way,
Yep.
the fibers of the meat, and this tends to be a little bit of a tough piece of meat. So because of that, you want to slice it against the grain so you break the fibers, so that when you, by the time that you bite it, you're not gonna be chewing a
Yep,
lot.
yep.
Oh gosh, okay,
Okay.
so she's gonna slice. I love, Amalia, too, you've got all of the sides with it, and the sides are a pretty important
Those look
part.
so good. Yeah, can you briefly hit on the sides a little bit?
Absolutely. So the sides here are grilled corn right
Yeah,
here.
delicious.
Corn tortillas, 2 different colors. Guatemalan style guacamole, which is made with a little bit of oregano and lots of lime and salt. And then these are roasted potatoes right here with paprika and some grilled vegetables on the side, onions, green onions, and jalapenos, and tomatoes. And we use a lot of lime
Yeah.
in Guatemalan cooking. And basically corn, the corn that is sitting here, you add,
Are you doing tequila shots or what's happening here?
well, not really.
Oh, yeah. It's Friday.
We could do that too, but so the lime with the salt, you're gonna rub it on the corn.
Hey.
So rather than putting more calories,
Yeah.
this is really delicious that way, and that's the way we serve it.
Oh my gosh, Amalia, this is so cool. So Amalia is working on her second book, and the first one is called Amalia's Guatemalan Kitchen. And if you're interested in learning more about Guatemalan cuisine, it's so fascinating to hear just like the little tweaks that make it different than something else you might be finding.
So if you head to TwinCitiesLive.com, we have this recipe from Amalia and a link to buy her cookbook again, which is Amalia's Guatemalan Kitchen.
And for more grilling recipes and meal ideas, get in there. Get in there. Check out the Minnesota Beef Council website. Make sure to stop by their booth at the State Fair in the Dairy Building. And we want to say a big thanks to the Minnesota Beef Council for sponsoring the 12 Days of Grilling.
This is so good.
Monday, we continue, and Emily takes us to a popular Stillwater restaurant featured several times on the Food Network, and she's going to do some Caribbean grilling. How is that, Chris?
It is so good,
Oh,
so good.
get in on
Amalia,
it.
thank you so much for coming by today. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you for having me.
Love it.
Okay, so coming up